At some point, there will be people.
We're here.
Nigel, we can't hear you on the stream. Nope, that's the same problem as last time. The internet is not prepared to handle you.
I could hear you. Yeah, or but you know.
Hang on, I got to get the stream to catch up. No. His camera's like, there's a fan up there. Look at the fan.
I can still hear you. Yeah.
I'm seeing you're talking on the stream, but I'm not hearing your words. And of course, there's like an 8-second delay between what we do and what comes up on the stream.
Device.
All right. How about now?
It's probably better if you keep talking.
I am still talking. Yes. It is coming through. My words are existing within a space that is or is not potentially.
Whoa, I heard you on the stream. I heard you on the stream just now.
Okay, good.
Look at that.
How about now?
How about now? Good. Yes, says Restream Bot. Nigel from Restream Bot was not. No, oh, that's from YouTube. Okay, cool, sweet. All right.
Fantastic. Woo!
Fantastic indeed.
Nigel,
right,
congratulations. Cool. As your game master, I'm going to increase your level in technical computer shit by 1.
Oh, thanks.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
You made a level.
Right. Nos isn't really any better, but I am.
No, Nos sucks at this. You, on the other hand.
Yeah, you on the other. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. All right. Oh,
hey, everybody.
Bot.
Who's ready?
All right, I'm ready, and I am good to go. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want this.
All right, then I will begin to read my introduction.
Do it.
The stars have vanished. For the last hour, the viewport on the Lone Wrangler has been filled with nothing but the swirling mist of mint green and deep bruised purple. You are navigating the Vergadis Nebula, a celestial storm that eats sensors and hides sins. It's not your first ride through this soup. The freighter shudders as it cuts through a pocket of high-density gas, reacting with the outer shields. The ship feels heavy and sluggish. It's not turbulence. It's the cargo hold. You're sitting on a fortune. Crates of refined coaxium, stolen Imperial munitions, droids, and whatever else it is. This is the big score you've been waiting for. Then the shadow emerges from the mist. Asylum. Its ruined corpse of the Clone Wars, massive Lucrehulk class battleship, the massive Lucrehulk class battleship, its iconic donut shape. What a strange way of saying it, donut. I liked it better than like all the other geometric like words I came up with, but we'll go with donut because donut shape is shattered on one side, looking like broken teeth. It drifts in the nebula, engines cold, sustained only by a patchwork of generators, and the sheer will of the chakra who call it home. That's a Star Wars slang word. It means thief and lowlife.
Chakra?
Chakra. Chakar. Part of the what we're going to be doing is going through all the slang, because that's how you learn a new language. You start with the slang and the bad words. So the word for today, everyone, is chakra. Or chakar. I don't know. I'm bad with other languages.
Hey, if anybody else knows what it's actually pronounced like, then send us an audio clip later.
There we go.
And we'll
retrofitted docking clamps and scavenge lights flicker against the scarred gray hull as you begin to enter into its outer sensory range. Your comms crackle to life, and cutting through the nebulous interference, a voice comes over. Imperial vessel, state the nature of your visit. We are a peaceful vessel.
I just laughing. I'm like, yeah, I know. Okay. Remember?
Never mind. Never mind. Your approach vector is good. Bay 4 is open. You could have said something.
I did. I just did. I just said something. That was me saying something.
A Gamorrean comes over, and in his language, he responds with, I just shifted myself. I have to go now. And so you begin heading toward the open bay of 4. Right. Okay, hang on. There's more. There we go. Some squeaky sounds. As you're moving in toward bay 4, which is open, the comm tower comes over and goes, when you land, be super careful. We just recently got visitors.
Oh, okay.
You bring tall, blocky freighter down to the magnetic clamps of the hangar. The landing gears hiss as it settles, to which you should be celebrating. This is going to be a payday. But as you power down the sublight drives, you can see a small retinue of people coming out onto the landing bay with Fosta.
Okay.
Since Ulan's not here, I'm modifying a few things.
Okay.
It's just what we got right now. A small retinue of people come out onto the landing bay with Fosta. These people don't easily recognize. You don't know who they are. They're not wearing uniforms.
They're not his people?
They don't look like Fosta's people. They look like somebody else's people. These guys look more professional than what hangs around Fosta's little work center.
Okay. I'm going to pull over one of his guys and be like, do you know these people?
And we'll say Sonova looks over, Sonova being the more prominently level-headed one, and he'll say, yeah, no, the boss, referring to Fosta, the boss and who he deals with was always secretive, so this might be a debt collector.
Yeah, that's my phone. Alex was saying my phone was loud and audible.
The ramp does not lower. As you guys are landing and going through the normal landing procedures, Ulan steps forward as you going through it, and he says, shut off the ramp. Don't let it go down.
Okay.
And somebody should stay with the ship. We should not leave it alone. Those customers, those people don't look friendly.
All right.
And so as the docking clamps secure, and this also means like the outside junk that you guys tagged on is there. Um,
Oh yeah.
Ulan will say, and he'll look to Sonaba, and the other one's name was
Fabjo.
Fabjo, and he's like, "You two with me. The rest of you stay with the ship. Don't let anybody on. They already see what's on the outside, and if this is Foster's people, if these are the people Foster owes money to come here to collect, the last thing we want them to do is seeing the goods. We just want them to see what
Do you want us to take off as if we're just dropping you off and go land on another docking bay?
Yes, that sounds like a fantastic idea.
All right,
So the
cool.
ramp, the little dock thing lowers, and he leaves into the humid, oily air of the hangar bay. We'll say that names, because I got to make sure I have all my names. Apafa, you're still down there in the cargo bay, helping Ulan, and Ulan came through the commands and said, "Clear everything away from the doorway. If it opens, I don't want them to see anything on the inside." So you and Mara were there moving stuff around. And so as the door opens and the little stairway folds down and the three of them begin to head out, you can see where's it at? A Devoranian. That is the horned individuals. They look like they're demons with horns. You see a Devoranian, typical demon appearance, horned, red skin. He lacks the rakish charm because he's dressed in what seems to be an expensive spacesuit of iridescent colors, and it seems incredibly clean for somebody who has wandered around Asylum. But this guy is not alone. With him are three Gamorrean thugs that are dressed in light armor and have electro stun batons. The Devorian, on the other hand, is currently wielding a vibro knife in hand, and that is using it to pick at his fingernails or sharpen his fingernails or something along those lines. But he's definitely standing there in the attempts to be intimidating. Mara, from your point of view, you can see that on one of the other loading docking platforms, number 7 down the way, there are two other small high-speed fighters. And as this is from your point of view, it looks like these unknown high-speed fighters. Now, I just want, and we're going to bring this to your attention. Asylum doesn't have a defense force. Asylum has a ragtag group of people who have ships that go out and do stuff. These two fighter ships you're looking at are identical, and they're in good condition. As the gangway folds down, one of those ships begins to take off and back out of its dock at Hangar Bay 7. So we're going to put a pause there for you guys, and I'm going to finish reading the description from Ulan's point of view, and then we'll move into the situation. Ulan steps down the stairs with the two assistants next to each other, next to him. Whoever they are, these could be Pikes, maybe Black Sun. How is that even possible? Who does Foster owe money to? And why are they coming here to collect? How did they even know that Foster had money coming in? Who was the leak? As Ulan begins to approach, the man clearly voices out, "My boss is here to see you. I'd like to talk to you for a moment." And Ulan says loudly enough, "I understand. Let's not beat around the bush. You think I have something that will help pay off a debt." And at this point in time is the point where Nos begins to close that ramp because he's going to back out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the conversation begins to get muddled outside. You can see Ulan and the two guys flanking him are talking to the Devoranian, and he's got 3 Gamorreans. So that's the situation. We got like 7 dudes out there. They all have weapons, except for Ulan. I think he has a blaster. Did y'all give him ammo for that thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, assuming that he knows how to use it.
He's fine.
Questions. Yeah.
You know what? Worst case scenario, he'll talk to him.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to break into people. Does anybody feel that they want to go first?
Go first for what?
This is now you as the ship crew have an
Oh.
opportunity to say and do stuff as the ship is leaving. Nos, you've already stated your action,
Yeah.
but this would be side actions and stuff like that. I'm looking
Yeah.
toward Apatha to Mara.
All right. If anybody asks, we're just a transport vessel. We were giving him a ride from the Eye of Ganymede. Who knows? Something like that. He was on vacation.
Can I like mention to Nos that I saw those ships leaving? Am I the only one that saw them?
Correct. Apatha was looking out the door one direction and he saw Ulan's interaction, and you were looking out the other direction, which led to the other landing platform. You are the only one with that information right now.
Yeah. I'll just be like, hey, Nos, I don't know if this is important, but while that stuff was going on, I saw these like cool little like fighter ship thingies. I don't know. I don't think I've seen any kind of like, like military on Asylum, but like just in case that was them or that's like something suspicious.
Where are they?
I just saw those like little cool fighter ships leave.
Nos, you
Yeah.
want to make a perception or a sensory test of some type?
Yes. Let me find my character sheet. There it is. Hold on a second. I have to pull this over here. Boom.
I also think she doesn't know enough about ships to know what kind of ships they are. She just sees them and goes, "Those are cool. They have
You
guns."
know that the smaller ones are either shuttles or starfighters or, and then there's bigger ones called capital ships.
Yeah, like I think she knows enough to know it's like a small fighter ship
Okay.
and it looks cool.
All right. Perception, eh? What is the what's the target?
2 is normal. Nothing, no change. Just hit the go button.
Okay. All right. So where did it go?
Wow.
You catch it real quick. It is zipped up from its docking bay 7 and flipped around and brought its front forward quad heavy lasers to be pointing at the backside of the Lone Wrangler. As you are backing out of your spot to maneuver around, it pulls around and it's now it's got its weapons bared on you. It is zipped from its location, it's bearing weapons right on you. If it starts shooting now, it's going to be a full side barrage.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna open comms.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna hail the ship. Aggressive vessel. What is the meaning of all this?
The comms comes back over Duwatha Tintawachina, which translates to stand down and re-land or I will pop holes in your tin can. Meanwhile, down the cargo landing bay, you can see that the Devaronian is pointing up to the situation and has a wicked smile like, look, I have already checkmated the situation. Ulan comes over the comms like, be careful, as so the guy, like I said, he's going to open you up, man. He's got weapons ready, and he will, if you don't land, he's going to start shooting.
All right. We'll land.
All right.
No
the ship begins to navigate.
I'm going
The
to let
ship
Papa
begins
know
to
that
navigate back down to the dock. And you go to the comms and tell everybody to...
Papa, get to the gunner station just in case. We're not attacking yet. Don't attack yet. Don't attack. Do you hear me? Don't attack. Don't attack. Don't.
I've already took off running.
Okay. All right. And Mara, can you fly anything? You can fly, right? You got a piloting skill?
A little bit, yeah.
All right. We'll get down here to co-pilot in case we need it.
Okay. Sure, it'll be fun.
Did we ever install that?
That one.
Did we ever install that language chip into the robot?
Oh.
Yes, the Magna Guard does have the ability to speak at this point in time. You have a master droid smith on board. It took him like 15 minutes and 1 cup of coffee.
All right. Well, that's awesome. All right. So what do we want to do if this goes south, guys?
The only reason they want us to land It's because they want something we have. It's not just her debts. I saw those guys standing outside. It's not just she don't owe that much money for them to send somebody like that. There's something on in our cargo or that they're expecting to receive.
Okay.
Oh, I thought they were just greedy.
Let's also, you know what? Let's land. Fab Joe and Sonova, go down and start hiding any of the stuff that's worth a lot of money.
Fabjo and Sonova are currently standing outside with
Oh, they
Oolong
are.
on the landing pad, so they are not in ship with you. The only people in ship are you guys.
Okay, but we still have the little guy, right? And the droid?
Yes.
I'm going to
Yes.
tell him
Docma
to start.
is here inside. Yeah. Okay.
Docma,
Okay.
go grab the Magna droid and let's get unloaded the things that are worth a lot of money, like artifacts and things like that, and let's get them hidden away into the Mynoch.
All right. He gives a whistle. The Magna Guard turns and says, with its raspy B1 voice, "Roger, Roger."
All right, and then let's prepare.
To which Docma goes, "Yeah, I'm probably going to have to change that. I'm not going to be able to stand that."
No, nobody should stand that.
All right, the ship comes to a land. The Lone Wrangler is docked at this point in time. We're going to segue here for a moment as you guys are actively working toward doing things to hide stuff. We want to go to our new person here. We don't want to leave them just sitting here listening to us have a fun time. Mandana, her name is Relith, and she has two things in her life: money and money. And money makes things happen. So I'm going to tell you about somebody pretty fantastic, and that's going to segue your character into where we're at this point in time. Soon as I find her information. Rel Toneth. All right. So when you are familiar with Star Wars, do you remember the Separatists?
I think so.
Cool. In the Separatists, did you ever see anyone who looked like... I'm going to put it in our Star Wars chatty chat. Here goes. Bam. I don't know if this will actually show up online. I think it just
seemed like it did. Well, hold on.
says a bunch of stuff.
Let's see.
Yeah, that looks like a familiar humanoid-esque.
Cool. This species is called a Mun. They are the race who controls the intergalactic banking guild. They're the ones who write the money. They're the ones who control the banks. And it's not galactic, it's intergalactic. So let's just kind of, about the Star Wars galaxy. These people leave the Star Wars galaxy and then they come back. That's how powerful they are. But they also part of bankrolling the Separatists and the Separatist action. And their ships are pretty badass.
As a
Go
note,
ahead.
there is only one
Yes.
galaxy in Star Wars other than Peridia, which Peridia was just introduced.
So, I mean, maybe they're lying when they say they're the intergalactic. I don't know. Who knows? I can't judge that. So, what you do know, though, is Rel Toneth has money. So you were at a place called Crescent Station when this individual walked up to you and said, "Hey, I see." Now, your character, by description and what I heard earlier, you're a medic, and you're also a combat experienced individual.
That is correct. Yes. How did you find that out?
So this is the Game Master talking.
Oh.
Hang on one second.
Oh.
I love your initiative role playing. This is Game Master talking. I just want to make sure that you're a combat medic.
Yes.
I would like to segue that you are currently selling your services as either a mercenary or a bounty hunter. Which do you think would be more sense to you?
Probably.
Fantastic. So you're in Crescent Station for whatever reason. You're looking for a job. Maybe you're looking for work. Maybe you're between stuff. But this gentleman, a human, probably in his late 30s, dressed very nice. Crescent Station is just a junction in hyperlanes. And he comes up to you and he's just like, "Excuse me, are you Mandana? I have a mercenary chit, and he pulls one out and says, and I'm looking to hire someone by the name of Mandana, and you fit that description.
You found me.
Fantastic. Could you join me real quick in a drink over the Crescent City Bar? My boss wants to hire a mercenary for a very quick response job.
Okay, well, let's see what we've got and see if maybe we can work with it.
When you entered this bar, it wasn't just this guy and the boss, which turned out to be a Mun. It was at least 3 other mercenaries that you don't recognize, and actually 2 other mercenaries that you don't recognize, and a bounty hunter, because they look completely different. They wear different clothes. They're generally faster moving, lighter armor. And you were approached by a Mun. Now, she was definitely not like the image I just shared that you saw. She was wearing, best described, white silk satins, clear material, and jewelry. Lots of jewelry. If you look at that picture I shared, there's no jewelry.
No.
There's nothing. All Muns dress like that. All of them. Male, female, that's their attire. They are all the same. They dress the same. They act the same. They think the same. They're not a hive mind. They're somewhat telepathic and empathic.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, their whole society is about unity. She doesn't fit that. Who cares?
Yeah, no.
She's got money. Even through conversation, the way she talks and the way she moves is a bit uncomfortable. She seems to have joy, delight, and smile, which other Muns you've probably run into have none of those. And
Sure.
she wants to hire you and these other 3 individuals to go to a place in the middle of a nebula where there's supposed to be a hidden pirate cove called Asylum. She wants you to go there. There's a ship coming, and she wants you to make sure that it's secured. That's it. The ship is called the Lone Wrangler. It's got cargo, and the cargo belongs to her. Go there, provide security. That's the job, and she's happy to pay you a handsome sum of 1,000 credits. In your past doing mercenary work, you've been offered 200, 300, 400 credits for some really dangerous jobs, and the highest paying job you had was about 800 credits, which took you into a near war zone.
Okay. That doesn't sound bad, actually.
And after you accept, Reltaneth calls over everyone else. He introduces you to the bounty hunter, whose name is Hedge, like a hedge, just
Hedge.
He's providing the ship. His ship is fast, and he is a good pilot. These other 2, Dunestar, and we'll just call him Frank. Dunestar and Frank will be their security as well. You'll provide security and, from my understanding, medical services as well if something does go down. While you're there, the 3 things that are important to me: the cargo on the Lone Wrangler, Fosta and his brother Ulan's safety, and generally any instructions Ulan gives you are your concerns. If those concerns of Ulan's override any of the other things of importance, the first 2, take those as heed. If you feel that the situation has changed, this is, of course, to you and all the other mercenaries and the bounty hunter, reach out to me. I will make sure you're compensated. If combat does occur, please inform me, because I will happily pay you more. I don't want to see bloodshed, but I do want my cargo.
That sounds fair.
So we're going to fast forward. The bounty hunter, Hedge, does have a really nice, fast Corvette-style ship. You guys gathered your gear and equipment, hopped onto his vessel after getting paid. Only Frank kept talking. So what have you done? Where have you been? But Doonstar didn't say shit. He just sat there and quiet. I don't know how you engaged. The bounty hunter kept telling him to shut up, stop talking. Anywho, that ride was uncomfortable, but you arrived at this place called Asylum. Upon being here for a full day's worth of time and wandering around, you got a chance to meet Fosta, one of the individuals who you're supposed to protect. Let me change that, because the bounty hunter didn't want to meet Fosta, wanted to find Fosta. There was no, hey, important was the cargo. B, Ulan and Fosta's safety was important, not meeting with them. And then C, following anything Ulan said, and you didn't find Ulan's not here, you found Fosta. And in that day's time, you found out that Ulan was off on some sort of like errand or something like that. Later in the evening, the bounty hunter came back to the table where you guys were all eating and goes, I just found out some syndicate members are coming onto the station soon. They found out that Ulan is actually not just on an errand. He's gone off to, and he leans in, hit an Imperial depot. They're bringing back a giant cargo of some type. This Mun is pulling us into something that's really big and has probably a greater payout than what she might have offered all of us. Of course, that's the bounty hunter speaking at the table. Whatever conversation happened there, at that table, at that time, doesn't matter, because you guys were able to have one of the other mercenaries, Doonstar. He snuck a radio transmitter into the comm tower, and so you guys were still looking for some clues, wandering around, when all of a sudden Dawnstar comes over, his comm goes, we've got confirmation the lone Wrangler is coming in. The ship that Ulan is on is coming into the cargo bay, docking bay 4. And bounty hunter pops back over and says, I just saw several of those syndicate members headed that way. And so that's where we're at with you.
Okay.
So where is Mandana at this point in time in the lucre hole called the Asylum?
Probably headed towards that docking bay where the ship was coming in.
Cool. So let's gauge a distance. How far away do you say you're going to be? Like, you were right there. You're not too far. You were at some sort of merchant stall looking around, or
Not too far. Maybe I don't know. A very quick brisk walk, 30-second, 45-second walk.
so you were in the cargo bays. You maybe had an intuition that something was about to happen.
Sure.
As you hustle over toward cargo bay, docking bay, dock 4, as you start to hustle over there, you see a Twi'lek. Now, Foster's a Twi'lek, and Ulan might still be a Twi'lek. You know, they're brothers. You see a Twi'lek standing there with 2 humans facing off with a Deveronian who is flanked by 3 Gamorreans. Everybody's got weapons, not out, but near them. Nearby, you see a large cruiser, light cruiser freighter that's painted gray with Imperial symbols on the side. And one of the syndicate ships that landed last night is now behind it with its guns in the on position pointed at it. So this is the scene you're running into. The rest of your team isn't here. It's just you. And we'll say between Frank, Dawnstar, and Hedge, who's the next closest? You get to pick.
I'm going to say Dawnstar.
Dawnstar, the talkative human mercenary. So Dawnstar's the next nearest, and he's radioing, and I am so close, I'll be there in just a second, and you're saying, I'm already here, relaying everything you see to them.
Yep.
So, you guys, as you're coming back into land, the situation behind you is pretty intense. Mandana, do you run out into the open, or do you stay hidden?
I'm going to go ahead and stay hidden on this one. I don't think running out and just being like, hey guys, is going to be the best plan here.
Fantastic. All right. So Nos, the docking clamps lock in once again. You touch down. Gas ships rocks for a moment or two. The fighter craft begins like shuffling from one side to kind of getting more toward a position to where it looks like he can easily shoot toward the engines of the Lone Wrangler.
Mm-hmm.
Hedge comes over his comm. Do you need me there, or should I go get in my Viper?
No, I need you.
So the bounty hunter is going to continue running in your direction. All right, Nos.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
We're gonna. Well, first of all, I'm gonna land facing the ship that's out there.
So you come in and you turn around so that your
Yep.
engines are pointed backwards.
Pointed backwards.
Right.
And,
Okay.
And so that I can unload everything on this fucker if we need to. So if we need to pop shields and shoot, we can do so. All right. And then am I debating whether or not to get the Mynoch out or prepare for that at least.
Okay.
Okay, who all do we have in the ship that can fly something?
You want me to
I
fly?
can.
You wanted me to
A little
shoot
bit.
something?
I want you to shoot and fly. Can you do both?
Not from both sides of the ship.
Can the turret be controlled from the main, or do you have to be in the turret?
No, it can be controlled by the main, but if you're in the turret, you have the ability to shoot and not, because it's going to be the tracking computer that you're trying to utilize and fly at the same time.
Right, exactly. So it can be one of your actions to shoot, but you know, and your maneuvers can be utilized for piloting, but like it's possible, but it's not ideal. I get what you're saying. All right. So because I feel like if you two are down here and I pop into the Mynoch, then we can at least break off and do split their attention if we need to. All right. Second of all, the first thing, if they do get more aggressive, if things do go south, the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to shoot that Deveronian.
Any particular place you want me to shoot him?
In the dead place.
I mean, that was a joke. I'm on blowing it to yesterday.
Mm-hmm. That sounds great. All right, and then and Mara, you can pilot as well, right?
Yeah, I spent like a summer learning how to fly.
See, that'll do. That'll be great. That'll be great. Just follow his,
Yeah, it was a
his
hobby
lead.
for a while.
Follow his lead, and I think that you also have gunnery, right? Do you actually know how to do gunnery?
I do. Yes.
Sweet. So the two of you can do the Lone Wrangler, and I can go jump into the what you call it, into the Mynoch. I'm going to pull Docma with me. Can he do anything? Can he fly? Does he have any piloting? Or the T7?
He says, I can kind of shoot guns, but I mean, for the most part, we've got like 300 B1 droids in here. I've got 12 of them turned on. If you give me a little bit longer, I'll have another 30 or so turned on. And there's enough rifles in here. We have a small army. We could just pile out. I just need time.
Okay, well, you keep on working on that. Does T7, because it's still a droid, right?
Correct. It's a droid
So
with a seat on the inside.
T7, can you pilot?
It beeps at you some profanity that indicates yes.
All right, fantastic. Follow me. And all right, and then we're going to go up to the Mynoch.
All right, you hustle toward the Mynoch. Mynoch.
Yes.
Sorry. And now we go down to the dock area. Mandana, you can see Dawnstar hustling up. He has a webcaster that he is pulling out and assembling as he runs up. He's grabbed the large barrel, clicked it in, turned it to one side, and he clicks it, and it charges. And as you see the lights on it illuminate up, he gives you the nod like, yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll. If you don't remember what the webcaster is, that's that multi-barreled laser gun that they set on a tripod and start going da 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 like that. But he carries it as a weapon.
Okay.
So he is in another hiding spot, gives you the I'm ready to rock and roll look. You get comms from Hedge, who says he's still a couple of minutes. He's hustling. He's on a transport heading your direction. And Frank, sorry, Dawnstar was the one who wouldn't talk. It was Frank. Frank is still a few rounds out.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
For the moment, I just kind of want to watch because I'm still trying to figure out exactly what's happening here.
It looks like a heist. It looks like this guy who's got a vibro knife out and flinging it around in front of Ulan is robbing Ulan of all his cargo.
Oh. Okay.
So all of the boxes are being ticked.
Well, I mean, it seems fairly cut and dry. I mean, if he's robbed cargo that we're supposed to be protecting, how many guys does he have with him?
3 Gamorreans in light armor with stun batons.
Cut out. Can you guys hear me?
No, I can hear you.
Yeah.
You just.
Yep, I 100% out there. Can you guys hear me okay?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So how many guys does this dude have with him?
3 Gamorreans who are in light armor with stun batons.
Okay. So in theory, because they're trying to steal the cargo that we're supposed to protect, right?
Correct. The ship has arrived, and you can see that the Deveronian is making a gesture with one finger, and then he with the knife, the vibro knife, and then he points it at this Twi'lek or Twi'lek? Twi'lek. He points at the Twi'lek. He takes a step forward, and he's putting the knife up toward the Twi'lek like he's about to stab him because he's making gestures. And at this point in time, it looks like the Twi'lek is basically trying to reduce the situation. Meanwhile, there's a starfighter over there. So I mean,
Okay. I mean, my first thought, honestly, is to just snipe the guy from behind. He doesn't know we're here. It'd be really, really, really easy to take him out. But then there's the whole starfighter thing. I don't know.
well, I mean, you have a moment where you have a situation where a gentleman is intimidating the other. And if this guy is in charge of that starfighter over there, then maybe you can get the starfighter to step down.
That is true.
But if he's not in charge, this turns into a bad situation. But you do have a dude over here who has a webcaster, which is a sizable weapon to get a starfighter some trouble.
That is true too. Yeah, I'm like I know that I'm gonna go ahead and that goes south. Maybe take some shots at the starfighter.
Okay, I missed the first half of that. All I heard is shoot the starfighter, and I'm pretty sure that's not what you want to do.
No, I'm not immediately. No, I was letting them know that I was going to go ahead and see if I could take out the guy threatening everybody else, and if that went south, take some shots at the starfighter.
Okay.
I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do here, so that seems like
Run
a
the show
good
however you
start.
want. This is where role playing kicks in. You don't know the answer.
Yeah.
You have all the world. You can shoot him in the head. You could go out intimidating him with your gun out. You could walk out with no weapons out and be like, actually, I'm here to work with so and so, and just bullshit him and say that you're part of some of the syndicate. You know, whatever you. When you look at your character sheet and you go, hey, I've got skill points in persuasion. Let me give that a shot.
Oh, I don't think you do.
Actually,
I don't think I do, actually. I don't think there's any persuasion in there.
No. Nope.
Nope, there is not. None whatsoever.
All right. Well. I think her web presence is lacking right now.
So yeah, I mean, I think if there's going to be any talking done, it really should be done by somebody who's not me. I don't think that's going to go very well.
Well, right now Ulan's in the middle of it, so he's a talker.
Well, yeah, maybe we'll give this another couple seconds to see what else is happening with that. How else this continues to play out.
Okay. All right. Then we get to the next part. The Devorian will take forward and he will grab a hold of Ulan, pull him to one side, and put the vibro knife up to his neck. Looking up toward the cockpit, he will then say into to Ulan, to which Ulan pushes the button on his ear, and he's just like, "Hey, can you go ahead and open the cargo bay?" At this point, the Gamorreans have pulled out their weapons. They have their stun batons ready. We'll say one of them has a pistol out too, just because.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna.
Yep. Now, definitely. I think. Go ahead.
I'm gonna radio down to Dakma. How many of those droids you got up?
He comes through. He said 12 a minute ago. Now he's like 23.
Okay, let's get them up and armed right now.
Guys, pick up a rifle, and you hear Roger, 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 Roger. And by the way, that's echoing through the whole ship right now.
Okay, all right. Then we will slowly. Are we playing the "we can't quite open the door" card?
So if that's what you want to do, I mean, Ulan can't say that
Sure.
because if he did, the guy's right there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then just make it go up and down like it's malfunctioning.
That's not super hard to do because I've never flown one of these and I don't know what I'm doing.
Fantastic. It should go great.
All right, Apopha.
And in that confusion, I'm gonna have the top hatch slide open.
Hey, Apopha, you're in the gun seat of the. Hang on 1 second. You're in the gun seat of the Lone Wrangler, and you're right now facing toward this starfighter. You've brought all your weapons online. You're ready to hit the shields, or have you turned the shields on?
Shields are on.
All right,
Shields were on from the moment we started having the confusion of getting ready to land. You know, Papa's paranoid.
Fantastic. All right, and as you're paying attention to that, Nos, you are getting into the Mynoch and getting the Mynoch ready to move. The door is lowering down, and as you're making it go up and down and up and down, the B1 droids are getting ready to do stuff. Mandana, describe your character so we know what we see as you come out of the shadows shooting at this guy.
She is a Mary Ellen, and so she's got green skin. Got I had a picture all picked out, but it's okay. She's dark violet hair. She's dressed in not really any sort of heavy armor or anything like that. It's just pretty lightweight. It's light armor, casual, vest, pants. Yeah, she really doesn't. She's not. If you looked at her, you wouldn't look at her twice. For the most part, she's not super remarkable.
Right. Are you wearing any armor?
Just light armor, not anything heavy. Not.
And what's your weapon of choice?
We're not talking. I'm sorry.
What's your weapon of choice?
Well, the weapon of choice is actually a long-range rifle, but since this is more up close and personal, this is gonna just have to be a
Well,
blaster pistol.
you do have a long range rifle as well. So
Right, but I don't think that this is really a long-range scenario.
I mean, the other guy's got a e-web, so.
All right. So, like, we need to figure out who gets to make the first step because everybody's making a move. And if I remember correctly, initiative in this game is determined by your cool.
Yeah, it's cool, or vigilance, whichever one is called on by the GM, or it can be either if you'd like.
For the purpose of this, I think cool fits best because it's about keeping a level head as you move in the attempts to make sure you make a good call. So I would like everybody to make a cool roll.
All right. Give me a second. I get a blue die. All right. Man, Apopha.
How do I do that?
Okay, so you see where it says cool? You're going to click on it?
Yep.
And then just hit go, hit roll.
I am so sorry.
There you
Wait a
go.
minute. I think I found it.
Oh, you did?
There we go.
Damn.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is that what your cool is? You have 3 in cool?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Damn. You're a cool cucumber.
Yeah, I see that the cool says rank 3. And then they have a presence of, yeah, I'm not even sure the presence I see is correct, but.
Yeah, wait a minute.
No, that is correct.
What are your attributes? You should have a presence of 3. And, yeah, okay. Oh, and incidentally, guys, don't. There's no difficulty on a test. Sorry, I forgot about that. So actually, let's re-roll them. Just take the difficulty down to 0. And the way you do that is you right click on the purple dice. Until it gets down to 0. So the difficulty should be set to 0. Okay.
I don't have any purple dice.
No, it'll be on the thing. The difficulty should be set to 2. And you just right click on that until it gets to 0. Do you both see what I'm talking about?
No. The difficulty set to 2, and then right click on it till it gets to 0.
Yeah.
Correct.
So,
when you right click, it should take the number 2 to 1, and you do it again, it brings the 1 to a 0.
and that will be where it says the purple dice. So it should have a 2 in that.
Let me do a screen snippet
As a
to
default.
show you by highlighting it with a yellow marker. Copy, paste. I'm going to drop it into our little chat here. This is what the thing should look like. Well, after and the highlighted yellow one is the difficulty.
Oh, I see there.
Yeah, and then you right click on that, and it'll bring it down to 0. Noise.
All right, Mandana, you get to decide how this moves forward.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm kind of all for just taking out the guy who's got the vibroblade to the person we're supposed to be protecting.
Fantastic. All
I'm
right, so
I'm not opposed to this plan.
because if that's Ulan, your number 2 requirement was
Yep, to make sure that he stays safe.
he's not safe right now. So, all right, I'm good with
No,
that.
he
So
definitely is. We're safe.
so that means you need to shoot the dude who's got the knife to him. So this is combat, which we're here to experience this through the system.
We've never done this before, so here we go.
So let's go through the setup real quick. We know that he's holding Ulan, so he doesn't have coordination to jump out of the way of a shot. So he's just stuck. You're just rolling, which means there's no difficulty, if I understand that correctly.
Yes, and depending on the range will determine the actual base difficulty. So
the only thing that will be a problem is the fact that he's right next to Ulan, right. And so
yeah,
I think normally it would
does
be
that create any difficulty?
Yeah, it would normally probably at the range that she's at would be a difficulty of 1, and then probably increase it to 2 because of needing to not hit Ulan. So
fantastic, which means no real change to anything.
Yeah, exactly. And then so the way that combat works is that you have a maneuver and then you have an action. Okay, and there are also incidentals, and incidentals kind of just come into play whenever they can, and that's so they don't really have it. You have up to 2 maneuvers every round. So you can take an aim maneuver, okay, which will give you a blue die, all right, and then you can take another aim maneuver if you want to, if you're willing to take 2 strain. All right, so strain is your was one of your hit point things. Okay, so if you willingly take 2 strain, then you can then take a second maneuver, which will give you 2 blue dice towards the attack, which in this case would probably be a good idea.
Because that way you succeed.
Yeah, that's
you need to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, exactly. Okay.
Okay, so and that would be on your ranged heavy.
Okay.
And all right. Oh wow. Okay.
All right. A character soak value helps protect him from incoming wounds, taking damage from an attack or other sources. Let's see. It says after calculating total damage inflicted. Now, how do we do that?
Okay. So look at your. So now you go over to the little the pack there. And
second tab on your character sheet.
Yep. And then you look down at your weapons, which would be your rifle.
She said she was using the pistol, so we'll stick with the pistol.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then that changes the roll then, because she only has 1 in pistol, or 2 in rifle.
So it's.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. You rolled your. Yeah. So she rolled the rifle. Then we're just going to say the rifle. Then.
Okay. All right. So now the way that damage works, okay, is that you take the number of the damage that it's taken, that it deals, okay, and every success that you make increases the damage by 1. Okay, so you what is their base damage of the rifle?
8.
8. So you are doing 11 points of damage to this guy, and you have a triumph, which does it say things like how to activate a critical? What does it say? The critical rating on it.
Yeah, each weapon should have a critical rating.
It honestly doesn't matter so much.
Um,
A triumph
Three.
can
Critical is
automatically cut. If you roll a triumph, it can be used to make it critical, no matter what
Okay.
the critical rating is. But in the future, if you just had advantage, you would have to have 3 advantage in order to activate a critical. Okay, and then basically
Interesting.
anything
Okay.
left over from that, then we're leaving to the GM. Okay, and the GM can just kind of play with it and make some cinematic choices, which is not normally the way the game works, but we feel like giving the GM a lot more autonomy with that kind of threat and an advantage system is going to make for a better story. So, yeah. So, and so you can activate it and do a critical if you'd like. This thing is just, why are you being such a jerk?
might as well.
Yeah. That'll give us all of
Yep.
the stuff that we need. We can actually look at how to do a critical now.
Fantastic.
Hey.
So, where is resolving every skill check, dice pools? Man, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a quick
Range attack with
search.
light and heavy. Weapon qualities. There we go. Yeah, and saying that a triumph can be used to activate these qualities.
Okay, so um the critical hit results is you
610. Oh, it's a percentile dice, looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So how do we roll percentages here? I think it's just slash roll 100 in the
Yes. Yes, it should be. I'll test it out real quick. Slash roll 100. Yep, I rolled 100. That's not how it works. Slash roll
D100.
D100. There we go. That's what you want
There
to
you
do.
go. Okay.
Okay. 49. Okay, so
There you go.
I have the chart pulled up here. Okay,
All right.
so that is a critical hit result. That is a component hit. Okay, no, never mind. That's not. That is for that's not the right one. I don't have it. I don't have it. Hold on. Personal. There we go. Personal combat and encounters. And combat checks. Engaged. Range.
So a 49, it
Yeah.
says on the chart Headringer.
Headringer. Okay, what does that mean? What does it say that
It
does?
says the target increases the difficulty of all its intellect and cunning checks by 1 until the end of the encounter. So basically, they got hit in the head. He has 7 wounds,
Yeah.
and you did 11.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, so he might.
What is his soak?
4.
So his head exploded.
Yeah, so he goes down.
So the scene, just to
Okay.
kind of make sure we paint the scene properly, you come out of the shadows with your rifle raised, leveled, one shot, guy gets hit in the head, the vibro knife drops into Ulan's hand, he goes crumpling over, rolls off the side. But that's it. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
what happened.
Right? And
Right. Mhm.
since the other mercenary is going on your initiative, he will step out and activate his webcaster and point it toward the Gamorreans. He's not going to start shooting. There's no reason to. Ulan's no longer in danger. And opening fire with a heavy blaster, a webcaster, would probably put Ulan in more danger. So he's just going to come out and turn it on. So it's just got the Gatling gun barrel rotating at this point in time.
Okay.
Next initiative is Nos.
All right.
Your sensors say that a blaster fire has gone off.
And do I have the doors? I have the doors open at this point in time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Mynoch can slide out.
I'm popping the Mynoch out and like training weapons on the guy in front, and I'm holding until such a time as they act. If they act, I'm just blowing that fucker out of the sky.
Okay. They go on 2, and so on 2 they're putting down their stun batons.
Okay.
And the fighter ship goes on 2 as well, so it's backing off.
Okay. All right, and I'm going to fly then. I'll fly then forward and escort them to where they need to go.
All right. Meanwhile, the docking bay opens, and Apophia, you're seeing this as well. You see the ship begins to back off. You detected blaster fire. You don't see who got shot. You don't know what's going on because you're facing away from all of this. The bay doors are going down, and the bay doors are going down, and an assload of B1s just begin rushing out, yelling, Roger, Roger, and with blaster rifles in hand and stuff like that. Like, it's really weird. It's like a really weird moment. And all you see is this purple-haired woman walking with a rifle and some other dude in armor with a webcaster. Down at the bay, Kara. No, that's not your character's name. I forgot. Mara. See, it's a one-letter difference. Mara, as the B1s go rushing through the door, like you can see that this woman comes out. She makes one shot. The dude's head explodes.
I think, first of all, I'm like, damn. Like, because that's a nice shot.
Loudspeaker.
Yeah. Like, I don't even realize my hand's like on it because I don't know what a lot of the buttons do. And then I take a second and I realize like all of these droids are leaving, and I'm like, oh wait, I don't think we need that anymore. And then I just like kind of watched them leave, and I'm just like kind of stunned and impressed. And yeah, because
all right,
like the door opens, that's what I see, and then I just see this like mass of droids run through. Because I don't think I expected us to actually use all of them. I was like, yeah, we have them standing by just in case, and then I just see all of them run by. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, and meanwhile, Dakama's in there just like, get to the next one, jump to the next one, climb on the wall, get to the next one, activate, get out there, buddy, grab a rifle, come on. And he's still in there activating them.
I think I'll go over the comms and be like, stop activating droids, we don't need any more. But thank you.
He comes riding out on one of the B1s. What? I got like 40 of them up and running. What do you want? Did we win?
4 guys out there. Yeah, we won. It's all good. But they all kind of ran off, and I don't know how to get them back.
He's like, yeah, that's fine. We just gotta make sure they don't fall off the edge of the dock.
I don't know if they're smart enough to not do that.
They're not. Come on, we gotta get out there.
Okay, I'll help him try to wrangle the droids.
Yeah, one of them did walk over and he's like touching the field, like trying to figure out how it works. All right, so I'm going to let you guys resolve everything at this point in time. Ulan is not here. We're not worried about him just yet, but you guys have a chance to come out and meet people and try to figure out what's going on. So I want us to head into that.
So we've landed.
You've landed. You were ready to start shooting. The guy backed off.
All right.
Now there's a butt ton of B1s on the dock. Walking around with fully loaded blaster rifles and touching everything.
All right, and this guy
Good.
we make him land, and I'm going to radio to the control tower that, hey guys, we were under attack. Now we're not under attack. I'm bringing a guy in. You should get security down here to apprehend. He's in whatever the ship is.
Sure. And they'll send somebody.
Okay, so I don't know
To
what it's all
apprehend.
about, but they were holding our guys hostage.
So they'll send somebody down. They don't have they have some people for security purposes. I mean, they got a couple of droids and stuff like that. They will send somebody by and figure stuff out.
Okay.
Ulan will tell you, um, these people are here for Fosta. These people are here for Fosta's debt. I don't know how they found out, but they found out somehow, and I need to go talk to my brother.
Okay.
And so he's going to look to the two humans with him, and he's going to head off. Security's going to come and deal with these two syndicate members some way. So you're going to take the Mynoch back and land
Yeah, I'm gonna land, and
next to the Lone Wrangler.
yeah.
So after this taking place, Ulan, the Twi'lek in question, walks over towards you, Mandana, and he's holding the vibro knife like gently in his hands and everything, and he'll hold the vibro knife out to you handle first, and say he dropped this right after you shot him in the head.
I kind of expected that. Okay. I'll take it from him.
How much do I owe you?
Put it away. You don't actually. We're here. We're sorry. Player's drawing a blank on the lady's name.
Reltonith. Reltonith.
Reltona. We were actually Reltona to make sure that the cargo reaches its destination.
Oh. She hired you to come get the cargo? I thought she was going to come get the cargo.
No, she sent us. We had a couple more.
Did she give you a contact point? I'd like to talk to her.
Did she?
We'll say yeah. You've got a phone number.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he'll take that information and he'll say, okay, well then, let me go make a phone call.
Excellent.
And so there you are on the.
I'm so sorry. Which one of the two are you?
I am Ulan Batar, and this is my brother Fosta.
Excellent. I'm Mandana, and yeah, they can introduce themselves. They got mouths.
They will. And so this is my opportunity for having Ulan step away from the situation, because the situation is revolving around the cargo at this point in time.
Correct.
There's a smattering of B1s that are running around the deck as you guys are working to wrangle them. Apophel, what do you want to do?
I think me and Robot are going to go finish investigating the crates and getting everything kind of sorted out. Because do we even still have to technically deliver this stuff?
You don't know. There's somebody who wants crates for the purpose of money. And, Ulan said something about his brother owing a debt, but, there's 9 of them, 10. How many did you get? Whatever. You're supposed to be 8.
I'm going to hand Robot the manifest and be like, let's check them.
All right. He will look at them and looks to you and goes, Roger, Roger. And then his face changes just a little bit. And he puts the clipboard down. He grabs a hold of his box here, his throat, and he pulls really hard. And then you hear a popping noise. And you see a hole. He jabbed a hole into his throat and crushed that voice box that Dogma put in. And he just looks at you
Yeah.
and shakes his head. No.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like it either, dude.
He just crushed his own voice box because he was like, I'm not doing that.
I'm not a voice.
We'll get a new one.
All right.
We'll find a
Give
new
you a
one.
nod. He'll pick up the data pad and follow behind you. Sorting through bloodied robes and tiny crystals and whatnot, you guys begin punching in codes and just opening up. And it's like, Christmas! Open another one. Christmas!
All right.
Nosh, you come back and you land.
Yeah.
It takes a hot second because there's a smattering of B1s like running around, and it seems to be Dakma and Mara are trying to wrangle them. You don't know where all these B1s came from. Like there's more than like 12 here.
Okay. Well,
As the Mynoch comes into a land.
I'll kind of pull it in sideways and just kind of push all of them out of the way. And then set down and then pop the hatch and pop out. Come out with T7.
Yeah.
I think Mara
Alright.
runs by while she's trying to wrangle droids. She's like, "Help, please!"
Oh yeah, T7. Can you get these guys wrangled?
In an explicitive, vulgar way, he tells you no. And then he heads over toward the Lone Wrangler.
Okay. Doc, but can you get T7 to help?
And Dakma is riding on one of the B1s, and he's just like, he's fine.
All right, you say
I
so.
think he's upset the pantsless guy is over there going through crates.
Oh, I'm sure that'll be fine. I'm gonna go over to. Is there anybody left that was part of this? I guess attack or hostage
Yeah.
situation.
3 Gamorreans.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to them and go. So, who's talking?
One of the little Gamorreans looks at another one, elbows him. That Gamorrean looks to the third Gamorrean, grunts and elbows the third one. And the third one looks at the first two like they're idiots, and he grunts and goes, "Oh."
Who are you?
And
sent
they're
by?
sitting down at this point in time.
Who sent you?
Vex. And they point at the dead dude.
Okay. Who do you work for other than Bex?
One second. Not that one, that one. The one Gamorrean, it goes through a chain where they do the elbowing thing, trying to figure out what to say. Because between the three of them, they have an intelligence score of 1. And then finally, one of them pops up and says, Gorbula, the Stagnant.
Gorbula the Stagnant. Okay. Well, at least we have a name.
You got Underworld?
I think I do. Hold on a second. I mean, everybody's got the skill. I just don't know. Yeah, I actually have one in it. So, what's my difficulty?
2. We're going to leave it as is because the name will bring up some information, but unless you get super good, 2 successes is good. 3 threats are good too.
And a triumph.
But a triumph. So the answer is Gorbula the Stagnant is a hut.
Okay.
Not a very fancy hut, not at the top of the list, more like a bottom feeder.
Okay.
Sure, he probably has some bad debts and he probably runs a waste disposal company of some type and makes poor bets, but he's not the kind of hut who wants to get paid on time and is willing to negotiate. He probably breaks legs more than anything else. He's probably cash poor and strapped most of the time to make ends meet. He's not like the rest of the huts, but he's still a hut, and he's part of their syndicate.
Okay. Well, that means you guys are in a world of shit. So you better learn how to talk because that's the only thing that's going to save you.
That seems to make them upset because they're like, ugh.
I know. And then I just ignored them, and I'm gonna go over and introduce myself to the new person. All right, thank you. That was a lot of exploding head. Well done.
You're welcome. Looked like something that needed to be done at the time.
I agree. I agree. I think that it was definitely beautiful. So why are you here? we're walking into a new situation here. You see, I don't have any of the information yet. Help me out.
Well, that's okay. I, was kind of walking into a very similar situation. These added extras were not expected to come to the party. Yeah, so myself and my colleagues, we actually have been hired to come and make sure that the cargo gets back to where it needs to be.
Oh, okay.
So,
Ulan knows this?
As it were.
Okay, well, fantastic. Well, I guess we'll have to have Ulan make the phone call and get that all taken care of. He's the guy that deals with
He's working on that right now.
the moon, as it were. I can't remember her name. Anyways, doesn't matter. She was very eccentric, though. I kind of liked her. As far as Muns go, I did like her style. Which is not a phrase that I ever thought I was going to say out loud with my face all.
Yeah, no, I'm assuming we're thinking of the same person.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I hope.
Yes.
So. If you're thinking about a Mun with style, then yes, we're thinking about the same person. As far as I know, she's the only one going. So
I have not come across any other that either dress or have as much facial expression, frankly.
Yeah. No, I like her. Well, I mean, I didn't really meet her, but Ulan did. So,
yeah, okay. No, she's
Well,
yeah.
Join us then, I guess, and we'll go grab a drink, and whenever these guys come down and collect the syndicate people, which is very much not allowed here. So, Asylum's going to have a nice little chat, I think, with these Gamorreans and see where we can lead it back to. I'm going to go through this guy. I'm going to look through his stuff, and see if there's anything I can find, data pads, stuff like that.
Okay.
Sorting through his pockets, you're going to be able to find that he has a data pad, 400 credits.
That's pocket.
A blaster pistol, a very nice, sleek, sporting blaster pistol.
Ooh.
A comm. That's generally about it. He doesn't have very much anything else on him or identification of any type.
Okay.
But he, maybe he's got a ship, maybe he's staying somewhere, maybe there's some stuff. There's 2 fighter crafts over there, so I mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a look. Well, first of all, the comms. Is it a dedicated system, or is it just an open comm?
It's an open comm. It's not dedicated to anything particular. You have to dial it in.
Okay. All right. Cool. I didn't know if it was like the rebellion and whatnot, how they have like those hardwired comms that like meet up and then they're a system. Okay. What about the data pad? Is there anything on it?
Yeah, it's talking about Fosta. It talks about the station, where it's going to be located at, how to get to it, navigating the nebula. It's a lot of details about how to arrive at Asylum. It's also the name of an individual here at Asylum called... I'll gather it. Lakeith.
Okay.
The name, you don't have to roll. Lakeith is a merchant who works in the promenade.
Mm-hmm.
And it says Lakeith has information on Ulan.
Okay. So, your job is what exactly? Sorry, I didn't get your name. What was it? what was your name? I'm Nos, by the way.
Montana. It's
Montana.
nice to meet you.
Good to meet you as well.
Mhm.
What's your job exactly? Like, I mean, you
What's
were
my
sent
job?
here.
Exactly.
You were sent here to shoot that guy. That's about as far as I know.
No, well, I guess kind of. We were sent here to be added security for the cargo and to make sure that it gets
All right,
to
cool.
relative.
So it seems like we got a mole, according to this data pad. And so is that within the purvey of your job? You want to join us? You're pretty good. I like the whole head shooting thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. That's part of that. I mean, that's what we're here for.
Okay, cool. Well, let's get this stuff locked down, and we'll go from there. And then we're
Okay.
gonna go. There's some merchants. What is the merchant? Who is the merchant? Like, what is he like?
He is a Twi'lek that works in the promenade. His name is Lakifa, and he sells knickknacks, droid parts, and appliance pieces to repair in-housing appliances and stuff. So he's got pretty much knickknacks or whatever else he can peddle out.
Okay. All right, but do I know anything about him personally? Have I ever really met him? Okay. All right. Well, in the meantime, let's get the cargo that's on the outside of the ship into the docking bay where the Mynoch normally is at.
Seems like a good plan.
And we'll lock down the Mynoch.
Okay. You've got enough people here to do that with. Let's not worry about the details of those things. Pafa, you've got an opportunity to look through. Is there anything in particular you and Magnagard want to get your hands onto? Weapons, munitions, grenades?
I'm definitely gonna arm myself. I am digging for a blaster rifle. I want a very nice blaster rifle is what I'm digging around for, and I want to see we left behind the giant crate of droids, right? The droid parts.
Correct. Droid parts got left behind.
Yeah. What's in the crate outside?
Yeah, we haven't actually looked through those two yet.
You have no idea.
Yeah, that's where me and the droid are headed. We want to find a blaster rifle inside for myself. Anything that the droid wants, I don't care. I'm just giving it to him like I'm a dad with a new kid. I'm just like, here, you want this? You want this? You might like this.
There are three. Wasn't it 2 or 3 that were on the outside of the ship?
There were 2 on the outside for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
one of them was hanging on a cable.
Because we had the 8 that we were supposed to get, right?
Correct.
And then we grabbed 2 more on the way out.
Correct. So one of the 2 that are on the outside is things like plasma reservoirs, power converters. You know, those things are important. Transparent steel panels, bulkhead repair kits, bulkhead Durasteel spray, and a lot of ship-related repair pieces. The second crate is Vulture-class droid starfighter parts.
Yeah.
It is broke down wing assemblies and the ion thrusters, blasters, bomb rainings. It's Vulture parts. That's it. And they're all broken apart. There's not enough in here to build a full-fledged Vulture-class droid starfighter, but there are here pieces and parts for droids.
I'll tell you what, if we give that.
I'm gonna dig around and I'm gonna dive in it and go jackpot. Even though it looks useless to everybody else, I'm diving in. I'm looking for a voice box.
Now, the Vulture class didn't have a voice box per se. They did make like squeaky sounds.
Oh, that's right. They made those like eerie irk noises.
Wee, wee, wee. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want that.
All right, so as you're digging through, like looking for a variety of things, droid parts, you do find there are other, since this was a collection of stuff from another Lucre Hulk that got shoved in here. We're going to say that there are um, a BX commando unit on the inside here.
Okay.
So as you're fishing around moving stuff, you find him. Now they didn't have the squeaky B1 droid voice. They had a bit more robust sounding voice. As you start to uncover this and look down, Magna Guard reaches out and puts his hand onto your shoulder, grabs a hold of a piece of the Durasteel and picks up high enough so that you can pull the whole commando droid out. Almost as an
Yeah.
approval that this is way better than what was over a minute ago.
hmm I'm going to immediately hop on its back and hand it to him, and then kind of like signal, like, what do you want to do, man? What do you want to do?
So the Magna Guard will, while you're holding it up and you're hopping onto the Magna Guard's back or the BX
Yeah.
Commando.
No, I'm gonna get on the Magna Guard's back because
He's
the
going to
BX Commando is not functional, right? It's just
correct.
yeah.
The Magna Guard will pull the rest of the wreckage up high enough so that the BX can be pulled out, and then he's going to reach over and just because he's got those long ass arms, and he's going to pull out because it's the torso and part of the arm and the head, and he's going to pull out the BX Commando. When he pulls it out, you notice you were not in the war, you were not in the front lines fighting, but
Right.
you saw plenty of droids, and they all had like a variety of like systematic like design, and everybody was pretty cookie cutter. But this BX Commando has a much larger, robust chest to him, and his head, which sits on the normal rotating kind of B1 BX kind of rotating head, there is some sort of nodule coming out of the center of its back, and then cables that run up into the back of its head. This might not have been like a typical BX Commando that would be out in the front lines. This might be some sort of higher grade communication BX commander.
Oh yeah. We don't want to rip this guy apart. Let's keep him.
Magna taps where the voice box is located.
Yeah. How would you feel if somebody took your voice, though?
He's going to pull the head off.
All right. Well, can I at least keep the pieces?
He will nod while he carries the BX torso and whatnot as he starts to head out. When he pulls the head off, he's going to hold it and he's going to head out and go look for Dogma at this point in time. When doing so, the torso where the cable is, and he pulls, like the cable comes off as well, the whole part dislodges, and you watch as some sort of like internal apparatus, even though the droid has minimal to no power, this internal apparatus seems to sprout out and then dislodge itself as if some sort of like power cell or something has become freed from it and it's supposed to be changed now. You ever, when you push a tape deck in and it pops open? That's exactly what's happened. As you step out, the Magna Guard is going to set the torso down, but carry the head with him as he heads toward Dogma.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's any kind of crate or smaller box, and I'm just gonna focus on gathering up as many pieces of this droid that I can locate
So
and
you're going
put
to
it all
dive back in and look for stuff.
oh, like a raccoon
Heck
in a
yes.
dumpster. I'm just
A raccoon in a dumpster. Love
yes.
it. All right.
I feel like we're seeing the evolution of Apafa. He's clearly going to become a droid smith. You know, like that's
So
Well,
as
you
we
remember,
segue,
I'm writing, so
Yeah.
we're gonna make it out.
as we're gonna segue from there, we're gonna go over to Mara real quick. Two B1s are watching you root around through this stuff, and one of them says, "Winged Simeon, do you need assistance?"
Oh,
And
I've never been called a simian. I like it.
the other B1 goes, "Why did you call him a Simeon?" And the first one says, That's because we are starting to gain sentience and awareness of self. And the second one goes, I've noticed that. And the first one goes, me too, and I'm enjoying it. I've been thinking about mimicking some more of the more humanoid lifestyle profession patterns, like wearing pants. Me too! I've been desiring pants as well. And now we're going to segue to another part.
I think they're mocking you. So
He doesn't say anything. He just stands there staring at him.
Mara, you've collected the B1s. Dakma has assisted you, so now I've got them organized. And Nos is like, hey, we got to go see this guy in the place, this merchant whose name's appeared. Do you want to stay and help Dakma organize the B1s to be assisting going through crates and setting things up, or do you want to follow after Nos and go meet this mole?
I think, like, because Nas comes up to Mara and tells her this, right?
oh yeah. Say hey.
I think, like, yeah, I think as soon as Nas says, do you want to stay here and help with the view? No!
No. Okay. Fair enough. We're gonna go talk to a mole, not like an actual mole, but like a
Yeah, Apopha jumps up out of the crate like a real mole.
I mean, what is your definition? Like, where are you? Where are you coming at? Like, what angle?
Is he blind?
I don't.
No, I think he's a spy.
He's a spy, though. Yeah.
And then I just jump back in the dumpster.
No. Come on. It'll be fun. Bring your gun. In case of emergencies. And
all right, so the three of you.
I'm going to have Dakma. I'm going to say, can you have the droids barricade down those fighters over there?
Yeah, that's not a problem. Right now, he's on the Magna Guard. He's got something out of what looks like B1 head, and he's like pulling something out of the Magna Guard's head as well. It's like, wow, how did he get crushed like that? All right, let's fix it. And so he's like, yeah, I can take care of that. That's not a problem.
Okay. And when the station gets down here, let them know that these guys are with the Syndicate. Oh, and introduce yourself. I'm sure they'll like to hear about your story. All right, just walk away.
He's like, not a problem, Nos. Hey, Nos, before you step off, we're good, right? Like, I have fulfilled my end of the bargain to help you.
Yeah. No. I mean, as soon as this is all shored up, we'll be solid.
All right. He goes back to helping the Magna Guard as the three of y'all take the repulsor lift. The rest of
Wait, I had a thing, sorry.
Go for it.
While Nos is talking to Dakma, Mara, she's gonna like run over to Apopha and be like, hey, see if you can find me some more cool Jedi stuff. And then she's gonna run back.
Way ahead of you, kid. Way ahead of you.
Thank you. And then she runs back. That
As a
was
note, did I with the crystals? Did I grab one or no?
Yes, we did.
Okay. All right, cool.
You did, and that was the thing that Dakma stored in one of the hidey holes inside of the Lone Wrangler. So as they are secret away, for whatever reason, anybody goes on the ship, they're going to have a difficulty upgraded to a 4 to try to find them.
Okay, sounds good.
Did Apopha ever find out what was in his pocket?
No, I never told you what was in your pocket. You just felt something in your pocket because you slid on one of the Jedi robes.
Fair.
I think we'll leave it alone for now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. We're going to have to come to an end here soon. I'm having some difficulties that I need to attend to. So I just need you guys to know that I don't want to be ending early. I know that we started late, but I have to take care of something that just came up.
No worries.
So,
That's okay.
I think this is a nice introduction.
Mm-hmm.
We had a chance to resolve some stuff. Ulan has a lot to do with this, and this was an opportunity to present the new characters as well as have some fun and finally get that pants joke out there.
Yeah. Fair enough. So, so basically, as we're going towards the thing, we will be messaging Ulan. Then, if we're stopping here, that way, when he comes back in, he'll be part of the whole thing. That we're going to go investigate a mole if he wants to come join us.
Exactly. Actually, he's going to be on the phone call with a hut telling him to back off or things are going to get worse because I just shot your dude in the head.
Yeah.
Or maybe he does it a different direction. Steve is really smooth, so I'm pretty sure Steve will. He's got it handled.
Steve will come up with something. I know.
I'm sure he will. He definitely caught me off guard the last few game sessions. Very
he
fun.
Plays this kind of
very
character
good
very
introduction.
Well, so
I'm glad. I'm definitely. I do enjoy being given surprise.
Excellent.
Yeah. Puts us going into the promenade, which is where I'd like to end at because the promenade is the next part. So session 1 for this is being cut into 2 parts because this is a very short one right now.
Oh, okay. I mean, are we gonna listen to session 2 next time or 1.5?
I'm just gonna move this part of session 1 into session 2. So session 2, we'll figure it out. Maybe you guys will skip a few steps like you did the last one.
I mean, one thing you can rely on is that you can't rely on anything.
Right. and it makes it even harder if you give the players explosives because they're just like, blow it up.
Yeah. last time we had set a bunch of God, what was it? It was
like thermal detonators.
Yeah, we put some thermal detonators on a bunch of coaxium.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And
that
so when we left, the one guy who was like, "No, we're not going to blow anything up," was like, "Okay, light it up," and, and we blew. All the rest of us were like, "Listen, we could just blow this place up," and he's like, "Listen, we're not blowing up anything," and he was the one that gave the order. So yeah, it was good times. So yeah, so all right, cool. Well, then we'll get together with the chat and discuss when next time is. Right here with this group, what is the availability for the next session? That way, if anybody's watching, we can tell them.
Oof. Things get squirrely for me. Let me see. I could do
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Monday, Wednesday,
I could do Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday might be the only day I could do.
Okay.
Steven already said that Thursday's an option for him as well.
Okay, but your practice is on Thursdays, right?
Usually, yeah.
And from what time?
Yeah, it runs usually from about 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So that's like 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, okay. All right, so your guys are.
Yeah.
Where are you located?
Phoenix. Well, Phoenix suburbs.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Scottsdale?
I'm in Arizona, getting any snow or cold, and I love it.
Oh, yeah. No, we will be.
Florida,
we will actually have a show. I have a show in Phoenix in June. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
nice.
Right, I'm going to slide out of here. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Peace out. Had a lot of fun, and I'll talk to you guys in chat.
Thank you.
Guys, bye.
All right, guys. Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Right.
Help earlier.
Indeed. Okay.
Yeah, my jobs did the exact opposite of what I wanted, and I pretty much get scheduled regularly on Wednesday. Both my jobs now.
Oh, goody. Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's like the only consistent day I work other than Saturday is Wednesday.
Fair. All right, well, we'll figure it out. I'm sure we'll land
thanks,
on
guys.
You know, it might be Tuesday, it might be, it might be Thursday. Who knows?
Yeah. I feel bad though, because it's like that's like the one day that I need that time. consistently, and they're like, no, how about no?
Yeah. And again, when it really boils right down to it, if this ends up being too unpredictable, you could always just take over this character, and have this character pop in from time to time, like as an old
Yeah.
friend and stuff like that.
I'm hoping it won't be like a huge deal after like May or June, because that's hopefully when I'll be able to like move.
Yeah. Well, and keep in mind that like we're going to be doing this for like the foreseeable future, and we'll get to the other stuff later on, with other stuff. Let's incidentally, I should probably let everybody, guys. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you. The camera's over here. We'll see you soon, probably Thursday next week. That seems to be the idea. Probably 7 p.m. Eastern time. So, yeah. So we'll go from there, but possibly Wednesday or possibly Tuesday. So, all right. At any rate, take care, and we'll see you next time.